Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to attempt something that I've never attempted before, and that is to break the sound barrier with a supersonic boat, something that actually stays on the surface of the water. Now, the closest I've done to this is a supersonic submarine that's actually under the water, but there's some technicality to that because I broke the air sound barrier underwater, which still generates a sonic boom in Trailmakers, but in real life, sound travels much faster underwater, so I would have had to go much faster to break the underwater sound barrier, but I don't think that's actually a thing in Trailmakers, so didn't really matter at the time. But now, because I built this boat, which is actually capable of going about 500 kilometers an hour, and I built this boat for a race that has turns in it, I'm wondering if I can push this thing even further to actually be able to break the sound barrier on the surface of the water. And the rules of this that I'm going to impose on myself is I want it to actually be a supersonic boat, so it has to stay in contact with the water. I don't want to be flying above the water and breaking the sound barrier. Then I'm just building a supersonic plane, which is not hard at that point. But I'm also going to only use these outboard engines as my sole source of thrust, so that'll guarantee that I should only be able to get an increase in speed when I'm in contact with the water, because these things won't work in air. So I tried to look it up, and I don't think I've done a supersonic boat before. Maybe I have and I forgot, but I've been on YouTube for like 8 years now, so after a couple of thousand videos, sometimes you don't remember them all. All right, so the big thing with this that makes it so stable on the water is these tail fins on the sides. Those are essentially hydroplaning on the water. Like, you don't really see it, but if they weren't there, here, let's actually let's turn them off. I'm going to turn off the input to them. And then when I go, you can see now we bounce, and it's a feedback loop. So it gets worse and worse and worse. So this is going to be a bit of a cost benefit because being stable on the water keeps a consistency of acceleration. However, these are providing resistance, which is going to impact our overall top speed. And the lowest angle I can possibly have them at, unfortunately, is 5 degrees. We cannot go lower than 5 degrees for some reason. So that is going to be a constant battle between stability and air resistance. But the biggest thing I think needs to happen is I need to slim this thing down a little bit. It's too wide right now, which I think I had for stability and turning. We're not going to need turning stability anymore. In fact, we're not going to need turning anymore. So even like all of this stuff up on here, the turning is going to be useless, although I might just keep it for the sake of adjustments. I'm also seeing a big change I can make where I can sit the seat down into the body of the vehicle. So that saves me some extra aerodynamics up here. I only have 6 engines and I'm going almost 500 kilometers an hour. This is one of those things where I feel like I can get a huge increase, but there's gonna be a steep drop off at some point where I just stop getting much increase. So I think I can go a decent chunk from where I'm at right now, but then it's gonna rapidly drop off in returns, and I don't know if that's gonna be before I get to the sound barrier or hopefully after. Okay, so I don't know if I need this weight on the bottom if I'm only going straight. I think this weight was to keep me from tilting during turning, and now that I don't need to turn, I think I can get rid of it. Actually, before I even get rid of it, I just want to see what impact did this have. We were like 480, almost 490 kilometers an hour before. Let's see if we should go faster now. Wait, why don't we go faster? Oh, hold on. I think I got rid of the trailing aerodynamics up here. So I was at like 420. Let's see if I get above 420 now. Oh yeah, we zoomed by it now. So that was it. Okay. All right. So where are we getting up to now? We weren't actually breaking 500 before. Oh, that didn't give us that much, did it? Clearly capped out at 496. All right. So let's delete this and see if we still have a stable flight across the surface of the water. Ooh, it served multiple purposes. We are faster. Is there something we can do about this? Okay, that's actually part of the reason why the keel was there, is it was equalizing our center of mass and thrust. Because now our center of mass is up here and our center of thrust is right here. Having that weight down there pulled the center of mass down in line with the center of thrust here. All right, I think I'm going to completely redesign this. Let's start from scratch. My idea is to really keep our center of mass in line with our center of thrust and have our center of thrust right on the edge of the surface as well, rather than underneath the surface of the water. I hope that'll work. So my plan for that, for propulsion, is doing the upward engines like this. This doesn't make us wide though. Or we could stagger. We could do this. Oh, we could do this. This might be interesting. I still need the gyro. Okay, buoyancy is the other thing. How do I deal with the buoyancy? I need this thing to be able to stay. Oh, these can probably be some buoyant pieces. Oh wait, how do I attach these? The tricky thing is the buoyancy parts have terrible attachment points. They're very inconvenient to attach unless you have the massive ones that have attachment points all over the place, but that is not gonna help us. This is too much. This is too much aerodynamics. Although it does kind of fit within this. It's really only providing like 1, 2, 3, 4 extra points of aerodynamics than I already have. What if this is all I need? If I just equalize my center of mass on this thing, this might have enough buoyancy for my entire vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way the thrust is even because we have offset thrust, but as long as there's an equal number on either side, it should equal out. All right, aerodynamically, I'm pretty sound. My problem right now is my center of mass is behind the flotation point. So I do believe that's a problem. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we need a tail. I'm not in control. I'm not in control. This is really, I think this is gonna happen. I actually think this is gonna happen. So we need directional stability. Let's put a gyro in here, a steering gyro to give ourselves some control. This isn't really gonna affect it shouldn't affect our aerodynamics at all. This maybe could help though with stability. Oh, it does help with stability a lot. I am still bouncing though. You can see the bouncing and it reflects in the speed, but I can also turn. Wait a minute, this thing's better than the boat I built. This thing's better than the boat I built. I should be using this on the race. This thing's actually really good. This thing is so much better than the boat I built. I cannot believe that, like, and it still does bounce a little bit, but I still am really surprised at how stable it is. All right, well, more engines. We can add more engines. All right, so I'm going to add more engines to the front of this so we can try to equalize our center of mass. So let's double up our engines. Ooh, this has a slight disadvantage where now this is also sticking up here. I think the best way to deal with that, rather than adding aerodynamics there, it would probably be more beneficial just to fill it in entirely with grid blocks. This does add a little bit more weight, but the fact that we don't have extra aerodynamic contact points is going to be way more beneficial. All right, how are we doing on arrows? Let's check both directions, front and back. Looks like all greens all around. All right, now let's see. Well, that's a problem. Let's just go. Oh, you know what else is a problem? These engines are facing backwards. What if I replace this with buoyancy? Ooh, look at that. All right. Meow. Whoa. Oh, we're so close. Oh, all right. It might be time. It might be time for some fins and servos. Whoa. Oh, that's fun. That is interesting. This one right now is pretty close to a supersonic boat. Oh, it's just that. That's the only issue right now. All right, I'm gonna see if 2 will do it. I'm assuming not. Wait, whoa, no, nothing's attached. We add these in here, then we move these back. All right, let's see if that helps us stabilize on the water. All right, now we're flying. Okay, so now we also need it in the back. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, if we have it in the back, then that is what's gonna keep us on the surface of the water, because then the back end, it'll work. It should work, okay? I can't explain it right now. It all of a sudden didn't make sense in my head, but it should work. All right, so let me just copy and paste these, boop, and see where they end up. So this should hopefully now keep us on the water, I hope. Here we go. Ooh, look how straight that is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1,000. Oh, we're not going to make it. I can see it slowing down. Whoa. Listen to the audio. The engine sound cut out, and now it's just the water sound. Kind of peaceful. We are so close. Can I turn? Ugh. This is crazy. I kind of can. This is actually pretty crazy. Wow, I've never had a boat this fast. Oh my god, I can't straighten myself back out though. I need to add some more strength to that servo, or to that, the gyro. Ow. Oh, look how fast I'm swimming. Oh man, this is hard. This is tough, because it's like, do I increase my engine count? Or can I make this more aerodynamically efficient somehow? So here's what I'm curious about. These tail fins have pretty green arrows. But what if they could be greener? Or what if they could be within the box we already have? Because the problem is these are adding extra aerodynamic stuff. But what if it didn't? Oh, hold on. What if it was like this? Now those fins are not only are they not adding their own aerodynamics, but they're also contained within my aerodynamic profile, so they're not adding any external aerodynamics. Oh, fatal flaw. This does not stop aerodynamics to the part behind it. The hitbox of the wing does not do that. So the way that this needs to work is there has to be a 4x1 wedge here and here, but like this, because see, it's still, this is bad. It's still better. It's still a better option, but it's just unfortunate that these have to take aerodynamics instead of filling in the hitboxes and having zero aerodynamics. All right, let's see if I've done anything good. All right, here we go. We're bouncing a little bit. It's worse. We've decreased our hitboxes by a lot. That should just be more speed. Oh, I don't have trailing. No, we don't have. Okay, all right. It's because of the trailing aerodynamics here. Why is it so bad? Why is it so much worse? This is proving to be more challenging than anticipated. I really thought we were getting there. I've gone backwards though, so let's go back to the one that was over 1,000. All right, yep, here it is. So what do we do with this? What can we do with this one? All right, 1121. We have a hard cap on what this thing is capable of. So, oh man, this thing can just fly too. So let's see if we can beat 1121. We can use that as a barometer for any adjustments we make. We can tell if we're on the right track. Let's just do small adjustments at a time. What about spoilers? You know what? Let's save this vehicle as our best version so far. And now let's remove these and replace them with just static spoilers. Maybe it'll have the same effect. I feel like spoilers might have too extreme of an effect. So we want the spoiler to be upside down. All right, well, let's see what happens. And go. All right, well, spoiler method doesn't work. All right, I'm gonna try something weird. I'm just gonna double up this back spoiler. Ooh, I feel like we did better, but not good enough. Okay, perhaps I can also modify some of these. Oh, that's fascinating. So now I made the tail go up, and then I went to the front and I flipped these wedges to go up too. And now we just like, we're just on the surface of the water. But I might be able to use this information. That's so, like, we were hydroplaning. Now the problem is, I think, is that these ones are below the surface of the water normally. So they were lifting us up above the surface. But now what if I take the top one? So if I want both sides to go up, the back side needs to face down. There we go. So we got 2 down in the back. And now on that same plane, these ones need to go up. Oh no, I thought we were doing it. All right, no more spoilers, just wedge pieces. Oh, we lift up. Yeah, right about 900 is when we start lifting up. If we could stay in the water, we might, like, this might have the capability of breaking the sound barrier. The forces, the amount of change in force from just flipping a single wedge is too extreme. We need, like, more fine-tuning ability, but it's not enough. All right, 2 more in the back going down. I feel like this is going to be too extreme, especially how far back it is. We're going to nose under the water now. Oh, we're at the end. Our angle is weird. Oh, if our angle was nice and straight, we only need like 100 kilometers an hour more. We are really, really close. Okay. Whoa, what was the G-forces on that right there? That braking, this is like the fastest braking I think I've had. These will be less of an impact. So these will be like more subtle changes because they're closer to my center of mass and they're higher up. All right. I feel like we have a more extreme angle this time, but we got like 3 kilometers an hour faster. All right, I'm gonna do these ones. These ones are gonna have a more extreme change though because they're like on the water. All right, we're probably gonna fly up now, to be honest. Oh, no. Whoa, 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 what happened? We were just about to break 1200. That was about to do it. Oh, no way. And this still isn't even perfect. I have to, whoa, okay, we need a tail fin. No, that's gonna ruin things too. Because then the trailing aerodynamics are gonna slow us down. Oh. Oh, we're so close. Now it's a turning issue. Like we get too much resistance and that happens right before we break the sound barrier. It's like the sound barrier is like this limit that is ruining our day whenever we get close to it. It does not like when I get close to it. So the sound barrier is practicing social distancing right now. Stay. No. Oh, stay straight. Come on. We got over 1200. It helped. All right, so what happens if I put oars back here? This is gonna be bad. The trailing aerodynamics are gonna ruin this. 1200. Oh, here it goes. We're there. Oh, yes. I wasn't sure for a second. Look at this. Look at this. We're angled downwards too. We are on the barrier, on the line, on the fence of the sound barrier with that. But even the fact that we're getting it while tilting down slightly like this is kind of crazy. I feel like we could maybe improve it a little bit. I'm honestly surprised the oars didn't slow us down more. Here's an experiment I'm gonna try. I'm gonna move all of these ones into neutral territory, which is a bad thing, but then I'm going to take these lower ones and move them up because they're in the water more. They should have a bigger impact perhaps. Interesting. That's not the result I was expecting. We are slightly more level, but it's like the back end comes up more. Okay. I mean, we're still doing it. I'm just trying to see, can I improve this at all? Like, I don't really know how to improve it. It took so much of a struggle just to get to breaking the sound barrier, and we're just barely there. I'm just trying to see, can we get past the sound barrier any more than just at it? All right, let me take these ones then. Is it just that those two that are doing all... Oh, there's the ones on the bottom too. Those are doing work too. It still feels about the same. I think it really is just those bottom ones that are doing all the work at this point. But these ones are doing too much work. Let's neutralize these ones, but then let's move the oars down and bring these up. Oh, now we're actually like super slow. Whoa, is this now the oars are in the water. Oh, hold on. If that's the case, let's bring the oars to the top. All right, let's see what effect this has. All right, so now we got too much lift in the front, so we need to add more in the back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, we did an improvement. Look at this. 1250. All right, how many engines have I used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness, where am I? All right, I've used 12 engines. Can I delete any and still break the sound barrier? I have to delete them in 2s, otherwise there will be unequal forces. All right, I've deleted 2. Let's see what kind of impact that has on our vehicle. Nah, we're not gonna make it. Acceleration is too slow. You know what's kind of crazy? This supersonic, I went back to my supersonic vehicle because I forgot to save it, but I can steer this thing on the water. Like, look at this. We're gonna break the sound barrier. There we go. We broke the sound barrier. Now let's just go ahead and head over towards the island here. Just like this. I'm gonna try to go around the carrier here. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa. Can you believe that? It's not like super control, but like that's a lot of turning at high speeds. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not enough room to turn around in there. This is kind of a crazy vehicle. I'm pretty happy with this. But the fact that this thing can turn. I had so much trouble getting a vehicle to go fast and turn without coming out of the water. And now I got this thing. I don't think this thing would be good for the course. Then again, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know. I might want to try this on the course. All right, but I'm going to try removing 2 engines from the front this time. Keep our center of mass a little bit more centered. And if this can't break the sound barrier, I think we found our answer. Yeah, it's looking like we don't have enough power. I just kind of happened to choose the right amount of engines, which was 12, at least for my design. All right, well, really quick, I'm going to try to get a time on the race island with one of these vehicles and see what happens. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, I got to turn waves off. What am I doing with waves on right now? Is the timer still going? It is. All right. Okay, this might take a little bit. This might not be, I might want to go back to my first vehicle that I thought was cool. I think I had more control. Oh, this has more control than I didn't start with waves. All right, but what about that section? That section is going to be a problem. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, I'm in Supersonic League. I don't think I was in that league. All right, maybe I do just got to like actually put the brakes on for this section. Dang it. You know what? I just think it's unnecessary. Let's go to the vehicle that was a little bit more maneuverable. What league is this in? Also Supersonic League. How many power cores do I have? I have the minimum number of power cores for Supersonic League. You know what? I don't need that. All right, we are now in Jet League. Still should be functionally the same. Oh, there's my boat. I'm in the same, yes. So 17 seconds was my time. Let's see if I can beat my old score. Well, I am definitely faster. Can I have maneuverability for this part? Okay. I can beat my time. I can do it. Ah, dang it. Oh, new time. It wasn't like the perfect run either. Like there was definitely some issues, but I am still in the top 2%. I moved up 20 places. I apparently got knocked down quite a bit since I've done this race, but I beat my old vehicle and that's kind of what I came here to do. And I feel happy with that. I had to make a little bit of adjustments to this thing here and there. I added some oars in the back and that's pretty much the only adjustment I made. So yeah, supersonic boat. Supersonic speedboat is a thing now. Oh my goodness, this thing's actually like, it's not functioning nearly as well now. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you'll probably enjoy some more that you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.